Welcome to Hustlin' Faith. This podcast is dedicated to helping women who want to analyze, apply, and amplify their God-given gifts. We accomplish this by discussing topics such as business, self-improvement, health and beauty, and my random thoughts about life from a Christian perspective. I'm your host, Latasha Johnson. When clarity turns into action, execution matters. Starring You is a consulting firm for individuals and organizations ready to implement with clarity and intention. Through one-on-one consulting and strategic support, we help individuals and organizations refine their message, build brands, create content, and launch podcasts, books, and offers with structure and confidence. Starring You is not about rushing the process or copying trends. We focus on individualized strategy, clear direction, and intentional execution. To learn more or to book a strategy session, head on over to starringyou.com. And that's STARENGU.com. Head on over to starringyou.com. Sometimes the hardest part of fighting for justice is not the opposition. It's what the fight does to your soul. It's the exhaustion, the anger, the disappointment, the waiting, the feeling that you have to keep proving what should have been obvious. So today we're talking about how to fight without losing your faith. This is the final episode of our series, Seeking Justice, Faith, Perseverance, and Purpose in Difficult Times. And so we've talked about Isaiah chapter 1, verse 17. We've talked about the persistent widow. We've talked about what happens when systems fail. We've talked about justice versus revenge. And today we're going to bring it all together. How do you keep your faith when the fight is long? You know, some people think strong faith means you never cry. You never get discouraged. You never get angry, but you never ask questions either, right? And none of that is biblical. David cried out to God. Elijah got tired. Jeremiah lamented. Job questioned, and Jesus wept. So if you're tired, that doesn't mean that you lack faith. It means that you're human. The key is not pretending you're okay. The key is bringing the truth of where you are to God. And this is important. You can be in a fight without becoming the fight. You can seek justice without letting injustice define you. You can tell your story without making pain your permanent home. Because you are not just a litigant. You are not just an employee who is mistreated. You are not just a person who had to start over. You are not just someone who has been disappointed by the system. You are a child of God. You are called, you are gifted, you are still here for a reason. And your story is bigger than what happened to you. If you are going through a justice battle, you need a routine to help keep you grounded. You need prayer, you need scripture, you need rest, you need worship, you need wise counsel. You need moments where you're not researching, documenting, defending, responding, or explaining. Because justice work is heavy. And if you do not create a space for God to restore you, the process can and will drain you. Okay? Psalm 23 mentions, He refreshes my soul. Not your resume, not your case file, not your evidence folder, your soul. And your soul matters. And so one thing that I've learned is that God can use the fight to reveal what's inside of you. The fight can reveal your courage or fear. It can reveal your endurance or weakness. It can reveal your voice or silence. It can reveal your faith or unbelief. But it can also reveal wounds that need healing. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to keep standing without losing faith. For me, I've had to ask God for strength, courage, and obedience so that I can speak boldly. I've had to learn how to advocate for myself while remembering that God is my defender. I've had to learn that justice may be a part of the assignment, but bitterness cannot be my companion. And maybe that's where you are too. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 17 is not just a verse. It is a call for us to learn to do right. That means integrity, seek justice. That means courage, defend the oppressed. That means compassion, take up the cause of the fatherless. That means responsibility, plead the case of the widow. That means advocacy. This is not weak faith. This is active faith. This is not passive Christianity. This is obedience. And if you're in a season of where you're seeking justice, I want you to remember, God sees you, God knows, He cares, and God is able to bring purpose out of painful places. And so I want to thank you for joining me for this series, Seeking Justice, Faith, Perseverance, and Purpose in Difficult Times. And if this series encouraged you, please share it with someone who is fighting a battle that they did not ask for. All right. And again, if this resonates with you and you're looking for more faith-based content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and sign up for our mailing list to be a part of the community. Thanks so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoy listening to Hustle and Faith and would like to support the show, please consider sharing it with your friends, rate or leave a review, donate, or make a purchase at our shop, Starring You Crew. Remember, if you're everything to everyone, then you risk being no one. You never know who you will inspire. See you in the next episode. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, God, I thought I'd be farther along than this? Maybe you're single, maybe you're rebuilding, maybe life hasn't gone the way you planned. Let me remind you of a truth most people won't say out loud. Your life does not start when a relationship begins, your purpose doesn't wait on a ring, and your calling doesn't need permission from anyone but God. And that's exactly why I wrote How to Live an Extraordinary Life with or Without Mr. Right. This isn't another book telling you to sit still and wait. It's a roadmap for becoming the woman God created you to be. In your joy, in your purpose, in your gifts, in your confidence. Inside, you're going to learn how to hear God's voice above the noise, build a life that excites you, break free from comparison and timelines, and walk boldly, knowing you are already whole. You are not behind, you are not forgotten, you are becoming. Grab your copy today and let's build the extraordinary life God designed for you.